Hey guys, this is going to be just a quick video. This is by special request, and a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, and also my massage therapist, asked me the difference between contour and bronzing. I do have a little bit of color on my cheeks. This is basically the bronze I've already done. I thought about this while I was doing my makeup. I'm like, whoa, hold up, let's do this. So I love this girl to death. If you are in the Orlando area and want a massage, let me know and I'll hook you up. If you can ever get into her, because I take all of her available appointments. I'm going to be using Park Avenue Princess right now, and this is great for lighter tones, and you can get into some of the darker tones. This would actually work good for her. But, I mean, really, there's so many different bronzers and so many different, contours. The difference between contour and bronzer. Bronzer gives you that sun-kissed kind of life back. After you put your foundation on and you've set your face, then you want to start putting some color back in. Now, I like to take Princess Cut. That's this lighter color right here. And I like to take this little brush. This is a Wilder brush from Glossier. Let me grab another. There's another one also I like to use, and that is out of the Morphe, the Jaclyn Hill, the R10. It's the same type of brush, except for this was a lot cheaper. Now, I'm just going to go into that. I'm going to pick up some of that product. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I've already bronzed. Now, bronzing, you're going to see, I'm just warming that cheek up. Warming that cheek. This side I haven't really done. Dust off. I'm going to do it a little heavier today so you really get an idea of what I'm doing. Warming that cheek up. Now, anywhere that, if you go out in the sun and the next day, you know how you get that little sun kiss? Some people get red like me, or some people get tan. And you have a little bit here, a little bit here, a little across your nose, right at the top of your brow, and right here on your chin. See how that just warmed that face up? Give it back some life. Now, I have more of a rounded kind of, well, it's kind of more oval now that I've lost a little weight, but I like to bring my cheeks in, and I like to bring my nose in a little bit and shorten it up. So, how we do this is, let me grab a, sorry guys, I wasn't, I'm trying to find the right, I just cleaned all my brushes, just bear with me for 1 second here. I'm going to just show you with a basic, here we go. This is a crown brush. This is just like a regular brush, powder brush, blush brush. You can use something like this. You can also use something a little smaller. This is the Morphe. This came in the Essential kit. This is a nice fat fluffy brush. This is great for the nose. I'm going to use this one actually now. I was trying to find the version of this with a number in the Jaclyn Hill set, because I know she does give you one. Actually, is that it? It's very similar to the R10, or R510. Very similar, but it's shorter. She doesn't really give you one in that. But the closest thing is the R10. What it is, it's basically just a fluffy, a bigger version of a crease brush. So I'm going to, hold on one second. I've been contouring a little different lately. But I'm just going to stick to all in this palette. Now, I'm going to go into the next color, and that's a little bit darker, and that's Angle right here. I'm just going to pick up some product. I'm also going to, that's a little dark for me, so I'm going to brush it. Kind of, I like to go actually in between the two and mix them real good. Dust off the product. Now, you can suck in your cheeks, but what you want to do is you want to find that bottom of your cheekbone right there. Right there. Now, I like to suck my cheeks in, so I'm going to do a line right here. And then I like to dust it downward. I am doing, keep in mind, a little darker for camera reasons, so you can see. And I like to blend it down. I don't like to come all the way here because I do like to keep this cheek. See how that just really kind of tightened that in? kind of brings that cheek in. You're making, what you're doing is you're creating a little shadow right there. Same thing on the other side. I like a nice full cheek. That's why a lot of people will come all the way to your mouth. You can do that, but I don't like to take out this fatty part right here because that kind of takes away from my wrinkles. I think it does, but you know, there's no wrong answers in makeup. Now, what you want to do, once you set that down, you're going to go back with the original brush, when you did your bronzer, and you're just going to kind of blend that. You want to blend it up, blend that up, blend it up. The reason why you want to blend it up is you don't want to come down in here and fill that in. I lost a little bit of the color right here, so there we go. Blend that in. See how that brought that in? Now, nose. Where'd my brush go? Here it is. Sorry, guys. I've got like 10 brushes going here. I was actually doing my own makeup. I'm going to come back into Princess Cut. And that is a little dark. I'm very, very fair skinned. So I'm going to tap into Enhance, which is a lighter shade. And I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to come right in. Follow that natural little shadow of my nose right there. See how I'm following this natural shadow? And you want to connect that to that brow because you don't want to just pinch your nose here. It looks kind of crazy. I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to kind of brush that off because you don't want to take away from this. So, and then I'm going to kind of knock that in. See how that elongated that nose? And just kind of softened it up a little there. Same thing on the other side. Coming down, connect that to the brow. You don't have to go super dark. Now I go right across here where I stopped that line, just very light. Go across, and that gives you that little button nose that we all strive for. At least I do, because I had it when I was little and I lost it in a car accident. There we go. See how that kind of pinches the nose in, but it gives you more of a natural shape. It doesn't give you that pinched off, you know, too long. It gives you that cute little kind of like a slope kind of. And you want to make sure you always blend your lines off. And if you're having trouble blending, you can go into a lighter shade or whatever you use, like your translucent powder that you used on your face, and you can go back in and you can kind of, you know, clean that up. Now, you want to, I'm going to go into Halo and Enhance right here on the nose. I don't highlight a whole lot, but I'm going to come right down the center of that nose. Don't block that line. You don't want to go over that center line, and I'm going to go right over the tip. So right here and right over the tip. And what I did is highlighted what I just did. Same thing with your cheeks. You can do the same thing. Now on my cheeks, I like to go in with the translucent powder that I used on my face. Today I used the Beauty Bakery in translucent. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. You can really honestly grab any brush for this. I'm just going to pick this guy up here. I'm going to pat that into there. Pick up some product. Where's my mirror? Pick that up. Oh, sorry guys. And I'm going to come right here and I'm going to just come under. Don't be afraid to pick up a little extra powder right here. See how I'm just really helping that to pop. Really helping that. You're kind of crisping that line up. You can also do this with a beauty blender. And I like to take, this is the Sephora, and I like the little flat side right here. And I take it and I dip it into my powder and I just run that straight line right there. Run that right there. What I'm doing over here is I'm just taking a little bit of powder into here, and this is a damp beauty blender. Pick it up on the brush, and I like to tap it off on my hand because I don't like it super powdery or chalky. And running it right there. Same thing for the other side. And that just really crisps that up. And you can also kind of do that here, kind of on your nose. You can highlight a little bit right here. Now you can highlight with a translucent powder. And why I say that is, you know, you've been mixing the bronzer and mixing those darker colors, but by taking the translucent powder and kind of patting over it, you're lightening that back up. one of the spots I like to highlight is right here in the center, but I usually use a highlighter. And that, my lovelies, is how you contour your face. I really hope this helped. Let me know if you guys have any questions and if you guys need help with anything, because I am more than happy to do a special little short tutorial like this for you. Now, after I've let that sit for a minute, I'm just going to brush off the extra. You don't want to go out with powder sideburns. I'm going to apply a little bit of blush, finish my eyes, put some lip on, some highlighter, and I'll be right back to show you the final picture. And I am back, and that is it. If you want to know what the other products I've used on my face are, the Dior, sorry guys, the Dior Air Flash in number 202 is what I have on for foundation. It's great for summertime. I like it because it really stays on. I'm using the Beauty Bakery, their powder. You saw what I'm using for contour and bronzer. I did not put any blush on. I don't do that a whole lot, just because I have so much red to my face. In about 30 minutes, you're going to see this little bit of red. It pops through everything, even like the fullest coverage foundation. The Amazing highlighter, which I'm also using to highlight the eyelids. Nudie Patootie, which I am loving. Laura Lee, you are amazing girlfriend. Like, she watches my videos, but I love it. Go grab it, guys. It is a great, great, great palette. I mean, if you haven't checked it out, this is a very usable palette. People have talked about a couple of the shades, Jaybird mainly, and A La Naturelle being the shades that fall out. They are softly packed foil shades. I mean, you could see, I just barely tapped that and how much picks up. But, I mean, it is so pretty. But, I mean, don't tip it upwards. I have been using the hell out of this. One of my favorite everyday palettes, though, was her other one. It is just perfect for me. I'm really liking it. I am using on my lips the Beauty Bakery in Bubblegum Crisp. That color is just like my perfect nude. I do like to take the Fenty Gloss Bomb and put that over it. That color literally looks beautiful over anything. Like, I need my lips to look any bigger lately. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope it helped you, Alex, with understanding about contour and highlight. If any of you guys have any questions or need any help, I am always here to help. Have a wonderful day. Bye.